tell us a little bit about maybe like your mentorship with him, or how you got involved on that journey? It sounds like that was pretty inspiring to you as you first got started.
Yeah, totally. Well, I go back to that first piece of wisdom that I shared, like follow your curiosity, follow your intuition. So who is it that when you hear them speak, you're like, oh man, like I'm here to learn something from this person. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but like I get this feeling that like this person has something to teach me. And trust that, because it's not going to be the same for me or for you or for somebody else. All of us are going to have different teachers because we're here to learn different things. And so Brian, for me, was that person. I was like, oh man, like this is the stuff that I knew in my intuition, but was never able to really articulate in my head, and society never told me that this was possible. Brian was basically saying, there's a class in school that they forgot to give us called Optimal Living 101 that goes into happiness, health, exercise, you know, all the fundamentals of creating a great life, energy, relationships, love, service, purpose, etc. And I was like, man, this is my guy. Like, where have you been? And then he threw in some yo's. He was like, you know, yo-yo. And I was like, what? Like, okay, we speak the same language. This is amazing. So, you know, there were, I think, 6 months of me consuming his work twice a day, actually. I would watch one of his videos first thing when I woke up, then I would go meditate, and then I would go watch the same video again and take notes on it this time. And I did that for like 4 to 6 months before ever initiating any contact with him. And then I finally sent him this long, awkward 10-minute video that I hope to God he doesn't remember me actually sending him at that point. And was just like thanking him and trying to like share my story with him. And just by continuing to passionately engage in his work, he saw that and said, hey, I'd love to support you in the little ways here and there that for me were huge ways. And, you know, for everyone who's watching who's looking for mentorship, let me tell you, it's easy when you're in the position that you're currently in to be tricked into thinking that these mentors would never want to talk to you. And I used to feel that way as well. But now that I'm in a position where there's still people who I would love to be my mentors, and there's people who are asking me to mentor them, there's something that happens when I see someone take my work and dedicate themselves to applying it, and then hit me up a month later, or 3 months later, or a year later, and say, this thing that you shared was so powerful for me that I took all this action and made these changes in my life, and holy fuck, thank you so much, that they are a validation of my purpose. In other words, they are living proof that the work that I'm doing matters and is impactful. That's them. And so if that's you who's watching, if you feel like, oh, I'd love to have a mentor, I'd love to have, you know, this person be my mentor, really dedicate yourself to embodying their work. And then just thank them for it and say, hey, you know, I just want to thank you so much for this work that you've done, and here's how it's impacted my life. And I have this one question. Would you be open to answering this one question? And kind of start it that way. But that's been my journey with Brian, is just showing up and being so passionate about embodying his wisdom that he took notice of it.
Oh, I love that. I love your thoughts on mentorship, and I really feel like it's such a cycle. I mean, it's just like the cycle of life, where, how you said, we're all learning from each other, and I believe that so passionately too, that we're just all here to learn from and teach each other and share. And I think a true mentor will really be excited to help, and both to learn and to help. And so I think you really embody that as well. So I, of course, consider you a mentor, and have been so appreciative of your work as well. And Brian's, just love Brian as well.